So La Carreta Pavilion is a multi-purpose space in the heart of the campus that is there to replace an existing building that became the place to gather. And it's really a way to replace that existing space, but with the vision and philosophy that tech has. But the students, the way they experience La Carreta is a very high contrast of how they experienced the campus previously. So the design had a very aggressive intent. The solution to that intent was, of course, glazing structure to have a building that's as transparent as possible. The technical solution is to have really large doors, 4-meter doors by 2-meter doors. So, there was many different things that we looked at, but one thing that really, at least for me, it captured my attention, and I kind of became an early advocate of Kinetica for that project, was the Jumex doors. The Jumex museum building entry doors, the wooden doors, those were larger than the ones that we wanted to do. So we thought, this has been solved somewhere else within Mexico. Kinetica is local, let's talk to them. Kinetica was the business that could do the solution from the early beginning and design something, fabricate it, and then go and install it. What I liked about the solution is that they not only covered all the areas that we had, but areas that we hadn't even thought of before. And they proved it with a physical sample that they built, which is something that, they weren't showing me a render, they weren't showing me a sketch, they had the solution fabricated. And I think that gave us a big surprise early on in the project that we could bet on that system. We early on had a few backs and forths on solutions, but I think when we let Kinetica start providing solutions and have them run the show, we realized that it was just a matter of sticking to the budget. And I think we couldn't have asked for more than Kinetica did, because the building, there's a time lapse, and I think we're all very proud of how the building went through and the construction process. And I think all the worries that we had started to fade away. I think the experience is something that makes you want to ask for more on the rest of the projects. So you don't want to stay at the same level that you've solved problems previously to when you work with Kinetica. You work with Kinetica, and then you start thinking, no, maybe this shouldn't be like this. Maybe this is something that we've been doing wrong all the time, and it should just be something that we scrap from the beginning and we think of something else that we can solve. In the end, the last worry that we had was, let's see how this building ages, right? And up today, it's been 6 years now, and I think the building looks wonderful today. And those doors, last time I walked by La Carreta, I went and pushed them, and it's the same as day one.